Hi, I'm Greg Lowe. This is another video in the SDU Tools series called FormatBytes. This is a function that takes a number of bytes and then returns a string in either binary or SI or IEC units. And so, for example, here we can see FormatBytes 1024 if we're using binary, which is the traditional way we used to do this in IT many years ago. Then that would return 1.0 KB. And this value here in binary was 1 megabyte, and this value here, the default is binary. So if I don't specify that, I'll get binary as the units to be used, and that'll return 1.00 gigabytes. Now, importantly, the precision of these is fixed at 2 decimal places. And if you have a negative value or you have null coming in, then it just returns null. Now, later, what we had, of course, were the SI units, and these are the standardized versions of all metric-related things. And of course, the way we used to use it, the binary ones, was not lined up with the standards units. So in that case, note here that I've said FormatBytes 1000 and using SI units instead, and that in this case, that will return 1 KB. Notice it's a small k because that's a standard thing in metric for that, and we've got 1 meg as a million here and 1 gig as the billion value basically. And so to avoid confusion along the way, the IEC put forward a proposal of how the binary values could be shown to avoid confusion. And so note here, if I say 1024 IEC, then that will return what's now called kibibytes. And so if we look at the execution of this one, we've got 1 kibibyte, 1 mebibyte, 1 gigabyte, and so on. And these are the units. You'll often see those if you look in Microsoft Azure portal and so on. That's the units it will use. We hope you find this tool useful. For more information or to download the tools, visit us at sqldownunder.com.